Hello vinyl community and anyone else watching this. I'm back with another video. This time it's going to be a recent finds video. I know that's kind of the last video I just did along with an update. But I have so many recent finds. I have even more thrift store finds, and I'll be getting to those as soon as I can. I hope everybody out there is doing well. Hello to all my old subscribers, new subscribers, watchers, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Before I start, I want to do a quick update. Yesterday, I finally got hot water. 19 days without hot water. Had to get a new hot water tank. So I've got a lot of money invested in trying to fix the old one. And the old one was only a couple years old. But there was all kinds of gunk inside it, and anyway, I have hot water. So one thing is on the up. Other than that, before I start, I want to talk a little bit about people that a lot of us, most of us at this point in time, get at least some of our records through the mail. And if you send records in the mail for any reason, this video is for you. I'm not going to tell you how to package your records. There's a lot of ways to do it, a lot of safe ways, a lot of fine ways. And I want to talk about how you don't package your records. And there goes some 45s. Hang on a second. This wasn't prepared all that well. Okay. I got this in the mail quite a while ago, and I've been meaning to share it with you guys, and I just haven't had the time. I have been making videos, blah, 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 blah. But I ordered a record. It's a Sonics record. It's this record I really wanted, a nice reissued on Sunday's record of introducing the Sonics. So I ordered it. It came. It was shipped to me in this box. I'll cover up his address and my address. This plain white box, you've all seen these, which I know you can get corners back and everything, but I'm not even going to rant about the box. I'm going to rant about, open up the box. There was this little tiny bit of foam in there, and that's it. No stiffeners, no nothing. Yeah, I understand you want it to be light. I get that. I get that. But no stiffeners in there. But if I get this, you can even see it in the cover. If I get this in a certain light, I think right there, you see that? This record came pretty much cracked in half. You can definitely see it through the label. I don't want to crack it the rest of the way. If I do that, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see that this record is pretty much split in half. Now, I did contact the seller. I got it from eBay. He didn't put up an argument at all. I took a couple of good pictures where you could definitely see it. I explained that there were no stiffeners in the package, and I did get a refund. Pretty much the next day or the day after. So I'm not going to leave him negative feedback. I think he's learned his lesson. So if you're mailing records, don't do that. I kept it out because I'm going to use this. I'll save the sleeve for something else. I'll recycle that anyway. If you're going to send records, at least, if you're not going to use a box with the proper corners and all that, at least put a couple of stiffeners in there, a couple old record jackets, pieces of cardboard, something. Put something on both sides of it to at least stiffen the record, because if you don't, that's going to happen. And I got it at a really good price too, so that's what really made me mad about the whole thing. Just a little cautionary tale. Don't ship records that way. Okay, on to positive things. I'm going to start with a few 45s here. And this I saw in a commercial somewhere. I can't remember what it was for. I'd never heard the song before. It's Fats Domino, Nothing New. And I loved it. And I decided I wanted to play that on my podcast at some point. It is on an album, but I couldn't find a copy of the album. It's on a couple albums. I couldn't find any. It's rare on an album, let's put it that way. And I couldn't find anything at a reasonable price I wanted to pay. So I got the 45. It's actually the B-side. It's nothing new. Dance with Mr. Domino is the A-side, and the B-side is nothing new. And this is an original on Imperial. It's in probably VG Plus condition. Nice 45. I didn't pay too much for it. And you will be hearing this on my show at some point. That's why I bought it. I also bought this to play on my show. No big deal. Katie Lang, Constant Craving. I'm going to be doing a special. I'm not going to tell you what the special is. It probably won't even air till next year. But I needed this song for the special. So, Katie Lang on Sire Records, Constant Craving, 90 single. I collect 90 singles anyway. So, a couple reissues. Blue Ash, Abracadabra, their most well-known song with Hippie Hippie Shake. It's put out by Get Hip Records. And this might actually, I haven't played this yet, it might actually be a demo and not the actual version. I'm not sure. But Get Hip looking like the old Cap label there. Kind of cool. Also picked up Eye in the Sky by Mama. I don't know anything about this band or power pop, I'm pretty sure. It's a 4-song EP. And I did play it before I bought it, and I got it cheap, probably at Bob. No, well, it's a Third Man pressing, but I can't remember where I got it from, to be honest. But I know I didn't pay a whole lot for it. Seeing as it's Third Man, is it on black vinyl? Got Kinda Lost Records. I love the name of that because Got Kinda Lost is a Chris Bell song from Big Star. It's a very cool name for a record label. I mean, it's got to be good being on that record label, right? Band called DM3. These guys are kind of power poppy too, covering one of my favorite songs, The Creation, Making Time. So I picked that up. I think I got these in the same place. And again, Get Hip Records. I don't think I bought them from Get Hip. I might have got them from Bob. That's what I'm thinking. And for all you Beatleheads, I did get this. I haven't opened it. I'm not even sure if I'm going to. But I did get the limited edition Yellow Submarine. I got it on sale, so I didn't pay that for it, which I'm not going to show you. There's the back. There's plenty of videos out there if you want to see what the actual disc looks like. Go take a look at one of those. But I did want you guys to know that I did spring for that a while back. And I'm glad I did. It's a cool little artifact. Okay, then this next little batch of records I may have shown before. It's been so long since I've been doing regular videos, I don't remember. And these are all ones I've pulled to play on an upcoming podcast. So they're not where they belong, which is why I don't know if I played them or not, or if I showed them or not. So I'll go through them real quick. Weezer's, what is it, 4th album? They call it the Green Album. This is one of my favorites. It's got Island in the Sun, Photograph, Don't Let Go, Hash Pipe. Good Weezer album. Reissue, of course, finally out on vinyl. I don't think I showed this. Ella Fitzgerald, the Harold Arlen Songbook. I bought this for one reason. You can get it on CD and you can get it with a different cover. But this cover is a reissue of the original, and they added one song. They added her version of Ding Dong, The Witch is Dead. And again, I wanted that for a podcast that I was doing. And so I picked this up. I didn't pay a whole lot for it. And it's Ella Fitzgerald and it's Harold Arlen and with Billy May Orchestra, and you can't go wrong. Cool stuff. Just information on the gatefold. 2 record set. Ding Dong. Her version of Ding Dong, The Witch is Dead is fantastic, by the way. Sammy Davis Jr.'s is too. Steve, Flipside CT, showed these guys a while ago, and I had to get it, and these guys are just rockin' punk right straight from 1977. Back, Walter Lure and the Waldos. Waka Laka Loom Bapa Loom Bamboo. On a red vinyl, if you're into that whole DIY late 70s punk thing, Clash, all of that, Walter Lure and the Waldo's label, and again, red vinyl, and I don't think I've shown this, and so thank you, Steve, for pointing this one out. This is a really good record. I know it looks pink, everything looks pink on my camera, it's red, and very cool. Walter Lure and the Weirdos, check it out on YouTube. Just reminded me a little bit of Bash and Pop from Tommy Stinson's band, formerly the Replacements. A little bit. So if you like that, if you like the Replacements, check these guys out. I don't think I've shown this. Shannon in Nashville. This is Shannon from Shannon and the Clams, and it's her first solo LP. It's produced by, I always forget his name, Dan Auerbach. Recorded at his studio. Of course, Dan Auerbach is from Black Keys. I'm not a huge fan, but on Easy Eye Sound Records. And this thing is, if you like 60s pop on the mellow side, and like crossed with Patsy Cline, if you like Petula Clark and Phil Spector Productions and Dusty Springfield and Leslie Gore and all of that kind of stuff, you'll love this. That's exactly what this is. Again, mixed with Patsy Cline, that sort of production. Really mellow but cool. This might be my favorite album of the year so far. I like the Walter Lure too, but I don't think that came out this year. Shannon. Forget her last name. Doherty or something? I forget her last name. Anyway, Shannon of Shannon and the Clams. Check it out. I may have shown this. I don't know. Tom Glazer and Dottie Evans, Space Songs. I learned from Branton Young over at Hernando's Vinyl Hideaway, showed a Tom Glazer LP and talked about Tom Glazer and mentioned that he did Why Does the Sun Shine, the original version of that, which is There Might Be Giants did, and I love that. And I've always wondered who did it, and it turns out it's this guy, and they've reissued this on Modern Harmonic Records. It's on white vinyl, and it's just cool. And I think it's on, no, it's on red vinyl. I knew it was on colored. Dark red vinyl. If this shows up pink, it does. This is dark red, folks. Anyway, very cool record. It's one of those early 60s science sort of with music records. I love this kind of stuff. Interesting record, and really, Modern Harmonic puts out some great stuff. I've got 3 or 4 of their records now, and just cool stuff. So thank you, Branton, for enlightening me about Tom Glazer. A couple more than I may have shown before. I didn't know this came out either, and I think Ron over at Hog's Ear Report showed this. Creation, We Are Painter Men. Their one and only LP only came out in Germany originally. This is a reissue on Numeral Records. Probably numbered, but their stuff usually is. But if it is, I don't know where. So maybe it's not. But this one is on pink vinyl. Great stuff. Creation sings Painter Man. The Creation sings Making Time, Biff Bang Pow. Great mod band out of the Who. I think they might actually musically be as good, if not better, than the Who. But their songwriting isn't quite up to Pete Townsend standards. But still, great band. We Are Painter Men by the Who. Or the Who, yeah. The Creation on Numeral Records. The Empty Hearts. I don't think I've shown this, but again, I might have. Their one and only album from a couple years ago. This is sort of a super group of garage people. Andy Burbick from Chesterfield Kings, Clem Burke from Blondie on drums, Wally Palmer of the Romantics, and Elliot Easton of the Cars are who these guys are. And this isn't great, but it's good, and I really do enjoy it. And it comes with a full CD, including like 6 bonus tracks of the album, and it's not expensive. And if you're a garage guy and like modern garage, check this out. I don't think I showed this either, and I have Matt, Sgt. Pepper's 13 to thank for this one. Creedence Clearwater Revival. It is, of course, their Willie and the Poor Boys LP. But this is a Walmart exclusive reissue on white vinyl. And that's the sole reason I picked this up. My Willie and the Poor Boys is probably in VG Plus condition. It's not bad, but it's not expensive. If your Walmart carries vinyl, they probably have it in store. I got it in store. Or you can get it online. But very cool, I thought. White vinyl. Had to get it. Willie and the Poor Boys. I don't think I showed this either, but I might have if I did. The Moving Sidewalks, a complete collection. It's a 2-record set, and the Moving Sidewalks have, no, I'm not going to remember his name, Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top. In fact, I believe that's him right there. No, that's him, actually. It's one of those two guys. Somebody tell me which one it is. Anyways, everything they ever did, including as the Coachman as well. 2-record set. Cool stuff. Moving Sidewalks. Pre-ZZ Top garage. And last but not least are the ones I may have shown before. The Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. I got it. Target had this in store for like $12.50 or something. I picked it up. Excuse me. I picked it up mainly for the first record. I wanted Cherry Bomb. I have it on a 45, but having it on an album, it's just got good stuff on it. On a Feeling, Go All the Way, Spirit in the Sky, Moon Age Daydream by Bowie, Fool Around Fell in Love, Alvin Bishop, I Want You Jet Back, Jackson 5, Ooh Child 5 Stair Steps, Looks Very Pink, It's Not. Of course, the Runaways, Cherry Bomb is the main reason I got it. Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Marvin Gaye. Cool stuff. 2-record set. Picked it up. Why not? Okay, I know this is going to be a long video. I apologize. On to stuff I know you haven't seen before. A lot of people have been showed this, including, I believe, Ron over at Hogsley Report, and Randy Deadwax66 probably showed it, as well as probably the first person I saw is probably Vinyl Richie probably showed this. Memphis Posers, the Memphis Demos, 1977 by the Cramps. Good stuff here. There's your set list. It is a bootleg, but you can get it at legitimate places. Bootlegs are kind of iffy these days, whether they are or not, or Memphis Posers, Cramps. Good stuff. Les Crane, Desiderata. Now, if you guys don't know what this is, Desiderata is like an 18th century poem, or early 19th century. They put it to music. This was actually a number 8 hit in about 1970. And this album is still in shrink. It's got the original poster. That's what they call this fold-out thing that's around it. It's actually just a white album, and this is like a piece of paper on each side of it. It probably even folds out, but I'm not going to take mine out of the shrink to do it. I actually heard this on the radio. It's on, mine is a promo, white vinyl promo copy, but it's definitely pressed at RCA, because look at this. This is Dynaflex, as Dynaflexy as Dynaflex gets. But it's a white label promo, and that's the main reason I grabbed it. It's still in shrink with the poster. And there's a new, I don't know if it's new or if I just didn't know about it, radio station in my city that plays this kind of stuff. They play obscure 60s through now and a lot of loungy, really mellow kind of stuff. And I kind of like it, especially just to fall asleep to. And they played this one morning and I was like, I gotta find this. So I did. Desiderata by Les. This will be opening a podcast at some point. Probably not till next year, but definitely. Okay, what else have I got here? DM3, West of Anywhere. I showed a DM3 45. This is an album. I know I got this from Bomp. Bomp has a sale once in a while. I know I might have paid $3 for this. $5 at the most. Probably less than that. It's on clear vinyl. And I like these guys. They're cool. So, pick them up. DM3 on Bomp. Now, after my second flood, and before I went on vacation and my third flood, I actually did take a road trip to Buffalo. It's the only place I've been in like 6 months. And went to the flea market and was very disappointed. One of the vendors was still there, but I think he opened a store or something because all of his good stuff, and he always had good stuff, was gone. And he just had crap. So I really only looked at one guy's records, and 150 miles is a long way to go to look at one guy's records. So I was a little disappointed. But anyway, I was in a lounge mood, and he always has really good jazz, lounge, mid-century, space-age pop kind of stuff. So largely that's what I bought from him. But he also, in another part of the flea market, has another section of dollar records. I'm going to show those first. I always get Command records. This is MacArthur Park by the Ray Charles Singers. This was $1. I always pick these up. It's in nice condition. I'd never seen this one before, actually. I always have a gatefold. They're just cool records. This is on Command ABC, so it's a later one. It's got the original Command sleeve in there. It's just a nice shaped record. I couldn't pass it up for $1. Frank Sinatra with the original product seal on it, because that's how it was sold. This is Sinatra. I gotta go through these really quick. On the original green capital label, it's kind of dark blue, greenish color. Cool there. I'm gonna go through these as fast as I can. Tom Jones sings She's a Lady on London. Decent shape. Didn't have it. Tom Jones, Green Green Grass of Home. Didn't have it. Tom on the back. Partridge Family's first album. Did not have it on Bell Records. So for $1, picked that up. Silver Bell label there. My second ever high-note record, still in shrink. And I love the title of this. It's Great Hits number 5. How many greatest hits albums can you have? There's a couple more high-note records there. If you don't know who high-note is, check him out somewhere. He's got to be on YouTube. There's the label. This is definitely a German record. High-note is definitely German. So very happy to get my second ever high-note album. The Supremes at the Copa. Bought this. It's not in the best shape in the world, but it's okay. But this is a UK import on Tamla Motown. And it's got its original wax sleeve in there with the plastic lining, if you've all seen those. It's a Tamla Motown UK label. So I was pretty happy to find that for $1. Original, it's got the flaps on the back with foldovers. And this was the best dollar I found. Sam Butera, later album from the 70s, late 70s I think, called He's Number One. And you just never see these. Put out by Prima Records, Louis Prima put it out. But I'm looking at the back, right? And look at that. It's autographed. For $1, I got Sam Butera's autograph. So I was just dead shocked to find this. It's not in the best condition, but it's in decent shape. And it was $1. And I have Sam Butera's autograph. Awesome. So this was the find of the dollar place. Anyway. Alright, now we'll get into the real stuff from this guy. And then a few records. No, I think everything else is from my Buffalo trip. Frank Sinatra, some nice things I've missed. Just a later Sinatra album I didn't have. He does some interesting covers on here. Bad Bad Leroy Brown for one. You probably won't be able to see it. That's why I picked it up. Just some weird stuff to play on my show. See, Frank's getting a little older there. Same kind of thing. Dean Martin. For the Good Times. Actually, yeah, For the Good Times. Bit later of a Dean Martin album. Didn't have it. And Does Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head for one thing. So interesting covers on here, and these were all fairly cheap. Let me flip this record real quick. I've been going way too long. I apologize. I'm listening to just various soundtrack songs from United Artists, by the way. Here's what we're listening to. This is a thrift store find from quite a while ago. Dean Tex Martin, Country Style. Had to pick this up just for the cover. Nice shape. His records are always in pretty nice shape when they're not in his dollar store. Just country songs, including Things. His version of Things that he did with Nancy Sinatra is on this album without her. Dean Tex Martin. Julie London, Feeling Good. She does King of the Road and Watermelon Man. Just for those two, I had to pick it up. Plus, there she is. It's kind of laying down, waiting for something. There's Miss Julie. On the back, Peggy Lee, Sugarin'. Again, I love Peggy Lee. Had to pick this up. Just one of the sweetest voices ever. So, she says I Believe in You on this one. I really love that. Got the World on a String. Peggy Lee. Oh, it's Sugar and Spice, actually. What do I know, right? I've been looking for Stan Kenton records. And, grabbed this one. Kenton in Hi-Fi. There's a reason I grabbed it. It's not in great shape at all. But it was only like $2.50 or something like that. Capitol Stereo. Look at the back. I don't know if you can see this. This is an original Japanese copy of this record. Again, not in great shape. But on the original Japanese dark red vinyl. And for a couple of bucks, I just couldn't let it sit there. So, very happy. One of my better finds, I thought, for as far as the loungy material goes. Just a cool record. Again, not in minty shape, but how often do you run across an original Japanese copy of this? Not very often. And here's Kenton and Voices. Again, just wanted to experiment a little bit. It was an album he did with his wife that I was looking for. And he actually had a copy, but he wanted more for it than I wanted to spend. She's actually on here too. Ann Richards was his wife. She's on here a little bit. In fact, that's probably her. But he wanted a little more than I wanted to spend for the one I got. Or wanted, so I got this one instead. Which was cheap. This I just thought was interesting. The High Flying Trumpet of Al Hurt, put out by United Airlines. I don't know if you bought this on the airplane, if this was one of the things you could buy in flight. I have no idea. But it's interesting.